Still cleaning, still. All right, welcome back to another episode of In the Sheds. I'm here with Big Dill. Dill, how are you, mate?
Good, mate. Good. How you going?
Good. Very good. Very
Cheers,
good,
brother.
mate. We're down here in sunny Canberra. Tell me, what's the
sunny.
story? What's going on down here?
Heaps, mate. Parliament House, run the country, all that other things.
They certainly do.
Yeah.
Do they do a good job, you reckon?
No.
No, fuck no. Now, mate, we just watched a Mike Tyson fight. What do you reckon?
Horrendous. Yeah, Tyson was terrible.
Terrible. Good payday, but.
Oh, I'd do it as well.
Sure.
I'll do it if I got paid that much. So.
Brother, we got so much to talk about, man. I want to start with this red, orange rocket behind us here.
Yep.
I didn't know it was House of Colour Tangelo.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I just tell people that as well because they think it's the XR5 Turbo orange.
No, definitely not.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
But I've never met anyone else with another Tangelo.
So Zabolix from Melbourne, his Pro Mod, the orange one, same colour.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, so there you go. There's
cool.
more of us out there. Or
Yeah,
was,
hell yeah.
no longer anymore.
Yeah, you're not.
Tell me about the car, dude. What is the story with this thing? You've been busy in this, man.
Yes, I have been. I've had it since 2008 is when I got it. And
What was the plan with it when you started?
There wasn't a real plan.
Sure.
And it's funny, having it for so long, I've gone through so many reiterations of it. So
I feel like everyone that I've had on this, they've gone from, it just sort of snowballed. And everyone's gone that little bit further.
I just, when I got it, I was like a second year, third year apprentice.
Yep.
So it was like paycheck to paycheck, bloody...
Come on, brother, you Sparkies. What do you mean, mate? You guys are on caviar and shit.
Mate, I was on $10.98 as a first year.
Wow, fuck.
Yeah, and this is 07. Combank gave me a 25 grand loan.
Bam.
To buy my first XR6 Turbo.
Yep.
Which was a sedan.
What's the appeal to them for you?
I grew up with them,
Yep.
really. So I grew up around the age when the B series first came out. And then I worked at Ford for 2 years at school, doing a school-based apprenticeship.
Yep.
And that was 05, 06.
Yep.
So obviously the BA, BF were in full song.
Sure.
So I always loved him. And then obviously when I was a bit younger, Ford was getting pumped by Holden all the time. V8s and just in sales and, I guess you'd call it coolness. Cause
I feel like as soon as they brought the turbo out, things changed, but...
Yeah, big dynamic shift.
Yep.
So I think that was also the same as the VL back in the day.
Sure.
They both kind of lost their way, I think, in the XD, XEs, that era, because of emissions and shit.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden the VL Turbo comes out and just...
fully sick habibis.
Kills everyone.
Yeah.
So then this is Ford's answer 14 years later to a bloody VL Turbo.
Now, the first time I saw this thing in the flesh was actually at my track day, and I'd seen videos previously of what you get up to in this thing, man. Like, there's no chill in that, hey. You full send it.
Yeah.
Like,
never lift.
Yeah, literally. You
never lift.
Man, and there's hopefully you guys can see that up to the top there. He won Prodigy's toughest, and it was by a country mile. The man just smashed eyes. We'll get some videos. Do you have videos?
I've got videos, I can send you.
We're going to get some videos. I'm going to load some of them up just to show people that haven't seen the car how hard it went. But what's made you want to drive it like that?
I just love beating on it.
Yeah. And it cops it?
I love beating on any car.
Yeah.
I find people say no mechanical sympathy, but I have mechanical sympathy for it. That's why it survives, because I maintain it. But that doesn't mean I can't, it's like a good relationship. You treat your missus good 90% of the time, and then when you're in the bedroom, give it a little bit of a smack around, and they love it, and that's why they never leave you.
Give and take.
Yeah, so it's a give and take. It's a, yin and yang.
To all the feminists out there, sorry. Sorry. Yeah. All right, but it loves copping it.
It loves copping it.
Yeah.
It's survived this long.
Tell us a little bit about the combo, man. What's the deal with it?
Right now, and it's been like this for a while, it's a BF F6 motor.
Yep.
So again, one of my reiterations, I call it my Phoenix, one, because it's orange.
Yep.
And two, Phoenixes rise from the ashes.
Sure.
Bigger and better. And this has been through a few, like I've popped a turbo on it like decades ago.
Yeah.
I took it to Wakefield
How
for
far
my
is that from
21st. An hour, you drove past it.
Yeah,
Goulburn, where you stop big
Yeah,
marina.
right. Okay, cool.
Just there.
Yeah. What's the go with that track? Is it like...
They're refurbing it at the moment.
Right,
And it's actually because people bought property near it and then whinged about it.
I don't understand that, man. Don't buy fucking property near a racetrack.
Yeah, why?
Unless you're a car enthusiast, fuck off.
So there was big uproar, and then obviously someone's bought it, and then they've come back and changed it up now. And it's actually going to be a clockwise and anti-clockwise track, so they're going to swap it up.
Yeah,
I think it depends on the noise and the time of day and all that.
Right.
That's why they've had to do it. They've had to do it because
it's good that they're thinking outside the box a bit.
And it changes up. That way you can...
Yep. And it keeps the track interesting.
Yeah.
Well, they have one up in Queensland, Lakeside, and same thing. People have a fucking sook about that, and it's like, mate, you're near a racetrack.
Is that a good track? I've never been.
I wouldn't say so much for the straight line stuff, but as a circuit race, I would say it would be good. I've never actually raced on it or driven on it properly. I got kicked off there in my Commodore because it was too loud. So they got noise.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, the Lakeside's got a lot of noise restrictions.
But we have got a good amount of racetracks up there, which is nice. So and heaps of events.
And there's, like I was talking to you before, I reckon Queensland, Canberra's got a great car culture.
Yep.
It's a little bit cliquey.
Yep.
But being in Queensland, Sydney, I go to Melbourne a bit.
Yep.
Queensland's definitely got the best and so many events.
Yeah, dude.
Like, there's always something on.
I feel like we're spoiled.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if people like realise that up there, but it's awesome.
I was having a chat with Troy just the other day, and he was saying the same thing. Like, obviously, there's so many events now. Like, people don't have to use the street to go have a good time. It's just simply go to an event. You can blaze the car, you can abuse it, have a good time, and you don't have to worry about the cops, guardrails, getting in trouble or whatever.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And that just shows, though, like, there's still always going to be people on the street doing stuff, but surely they'd be able to look at the numbers and say we've gone down.
Surely, but
and then be like, it works.
You'll never hear that on the news. Oh,
God, no.
Hooning's getting less, blah, 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 blah.
Well, they keep cracking down on cameras and speed cameras and point to point, and the road toll's not changing.
We were doing the speed limit on the way down here, and it was actually really good to see that speed limit, 110 the whole way. We've got Big Eddie in the background. He was driving. No comment. But, man, there's so much roadkill and shit on the road. What's it go?
Yeah, there's heaps. So between here and the snow,
I
didn't realise, but someone called it once, like the roadkill capital.
Yeah.
And then the next time, because my parents got a farm down that way, next time I was driving down, it's an hour away. I counted, I think it's something kilometres.
Yep.
There was an average of one roadkill every kilometre.
Wow. And animals, not humans.
No.
Yeah. Barrow drivers. No, they're
Vegans.
animals, aren't they?
Yeah.
Now, you just did drag challenge. Man, tell me what the hell that was about. That looked cool.
Drag challenge, 5 days of drag racing at 5 different events. So it was meant to be Calder Park to Mildura to the Bend in South Oz.
Brother, can we go back to the start? What the fuck happened at Calder Park? Tell everyone.
Yeah, it was a shit show. Like, we got there for scrutineering, checked in, did all that, and then people went onto the track to check it out.
Yep.
And then sent photos in the Drag Challenge group on Facebook. And about the 330-foot mark, it just turned to rubbish.
Yeah. Like, when you say rubbish, what happened? Like the asphalt breaking up, or?
No, it goes to like concrete.
Yeah, right.
Not asphalt.
Okay.
I think.
So
by the looks of it, it looks shit. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I've never driven. I've been there a couple times. I've never actually driven on the track, but you watch the cars and they dip.
Yeah,
and it's kind of where your big kind of cars really put the power
100%.
down at the 330 mark.
Yeah. So after that 64, obviously then into that next stage is where it all comes in.
Yeah.
Which could be dangerous for some of them cars.
Some of those big cars, if it's going to change, boom, you're off.
And they were all slick tyre, radial tyre, combo or both?
I don't know. I've gone to Mickey Thompson Street R's.
Yep. Why do you do that? Is that just your class, or?
Yeah, the class. I think if you go, what's the next step up? The actual...
The street,
the full
R
slicks?
Pros, or you got the slick tyre?
Yeah, if you go slick, then you're automatically in like a different class.
Copy that.
And that's obviously against like the real big guys.
And 1,500 Ks, you're saying?
Yeah, a bit over 1,500 Ks over 5 days.
Nice.
Yep.
And the car made the journey?
Loved it. Except Vic Roads, fucking horrendous.
Really?
The worst roads I've ever driven. Like
Vic Roads, Dan Andrews.
Oh, bro.
Fuck off.
in my last YouTube, that's... I had a massive rant about it because we
give us a plug quickly, man. YouTube, what is it?
Fry Family TV.
We're going to add that in at the bottom. Give this guy a follow and a subscription. Give it a like, add a comment.
Go
all
like
stuff.
it, subscribe.
Yep, do
all
all
the
stuff.
whiz bang stuff.
But yeah, Vic Roads.
Vic Roads are the worst. Went from South Australia to Heathcote, and you got to go a certain way. We had to go past Big Koala, get a photo. But the roads were like, obviously my car's low.
Yep.
But the roads were horrendous. It was 6 hours, so at least 5 hours in Vic Roads, and it was just terrifying. Like like you're on edge. You had to watch, swerve.
Like potholes rutted out.
Potholes rutted out.
Yep.
They don't know how to join a bridge to a road. So where the join is,
that's because
is like
the politicians are too busy taking the money in their pockets, brother.
It's ridiculous. So that back pod behind the driver's side wheel actually flew off.
Yeah, we're going to have a look at that in a minute.
So I had to stick that back on.
How many sets of tyres do you reckon you've popped in that thing?
Oh, so Queensland, when I was up with you guys, I think I went through 24.
We're gonna upload more videos of this thing fucking sending it. Brother, I think it was your first lap out at my event. Man, you dusted a set of tyres, then I'm pretty sure the back canopy decided it wanted to exit the chat. Yeah. But you didn't care, you were still sending it.
Yeah.
Well, despite us saying, hey mate, you should probably stop.
Well, yeah, see, this is one of those times where laziness has come back to bite me on the arse. And I try to catch myself with it in other times. But times where you're like, I should probably take it off.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, fuck it, it'll be right.
Yeah, should be
and
right.
And then,
that's the Aussie way, isn't it?
And then it kicks out and smashes the back. And then I look back and go, well, if I'd just taken 5 minutes out of my time.
Yeah. Did it do much damage?
Yeah, you can show them.
Yeah.
There's like a big chunk in the C-pillar.
Now, how much power does this thing make?
Over 600 kilowatts.
Yep.
So, like it's about 850 horse.
Yeah. And bushfires tyres, like it's got 2,000 horsepower.
Tyres, yeah. Just go top gear, and I think the speedo says about 250.
Yeah. And it's all on the racetrack, closed roads.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Safety first.
Yeah, safety.
Yep.
Never on the road.
How do you get into cars, man? What started it for you?
My old man and my brother, really.
Yep.
They're not really into cars
Yep.
like I am. But I remember growing up, and I remember being about 12. We'd always go to my uncle's farm in Bathurst
Yep.
every school holidays.
Yep.
And
To watch Bathurst itself, or
No,
just go there?
my uncle lived there, and
Yep.
then he had a property about an hour out of Bathurst.
Yep.
A couple hundred acres, so we'd
Yep.
go ride dirt bikes and
Sure.
camp there. So we'd go up there, and I just remember my dad and brother always talking about cars, and then I started quizzing him on like why they had certain lettering on them, like
Yep.
whatever it was. And I'd just ask him, what does this mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, of course.
And I'm just quizzing him on it, and then
Yeah.
into bikes as well.
Yeah, sure.
Motorbikes a lot more back then.
Yep. What type? Dirt bikes, road bikes?
Yeah,
Yep,
dirts.
dirt bikes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Any big crashes?
Me?
Yep.
I crashed my postie when I was like 13 and
Yep.
broke my collarbone.
Sick.
And then, 2008 crashed my 450 and broke my right foot
Awesome.
and had to have 3 screws in it.
Yep.
And then 2011 broke my left fibula and I've got a plate and 5 screws in
Oh
it.
shit! How'd you do that?
That one was going down the back straight at this track and just got the death wobbles.
Yep.
Right hand came off the bars, and then as I've gone to grab the bar again, I've grabbed the front brake.
Oh,
and
shit.
just tipped it, landed on my leg, and
Nice. And you would have known instantly, like, I'm in trouble here.
yeah, just I was like, oh fuck, that's broken.
Yeah.
So that's about an hour out of town. Where George is going hunting, really.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what was your first car?
I think it was technically a Corolla, but I was like 14.
What type of Corolla?
Like one of those old ones.
Yeah, I feel like all Toyotas are pretty
Yeah.
old. Yeah. Like one of the square ones.
Yeah, like it was carby.
Yep.
Like it
1.3 litre or whatever.
It was
the fuck
passed
they
down
were.
through the family, so they
Yep.
kind of gave it to me to be my first car. But I don't really class it because I was 14 and I never had it when I got my license.
Yeah, right.
But the first car I bought with my dad to be my car for my learners was a '93 ED XR6.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Yep.
first of the quad headlights.
How long did it last?
Couple of years.
Wow.
It lasted long enough that I then got a second ED XR6, which was a cobalt blue manual. Fuck, I hate myself for that.
What's the appeal to Fords for you? Like, why?
My old man.
Yep, sure.
So growing up, we had Fairlanes and that.
Yep.
My old man liked the luxury ones.
Yeah, I had a Futura. Oh, I didn't, but my family did as a kid. I remember when we first got it. It was like that was like the Lux. It had leather seats and all the
Yeah,
bullshit
yeah.
in it. And you felt like you were a fucking superstar.
Well,
you know
being
what
in
I
the Fairlane, we had the extra leg room and all that
Yeah.
for the long travels.
Yeah, beautiful.
But my old man always had Fords, and I grew up with him telling me Holdens are shit, Fords are the best.
Sure.
I was like, cool. Like he grew up with Fords
Yep.
mostly. One of his best mates when he was growing up, his old man had a Phase 2.
Yep.
And then a few years later, when I was like 20, my old man, or no, it would have been 19, my old man goes out and buys a fucking Statesman.
Changed it up.
Stabs me in the back.
Sure, but nice car.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was alright. 3.8 litre.
Yeah, not the big dog.
Nah. So we never really had heaps of money. So my old man would buy old, it's like a few years older, second hand,
yeah.
cheap.
Nothing wrong with
few
that.
Ks on them
Yep,
and that.
100%.
Yeah.
What's the goal with this car, man?
No real goals. Just to keep, I'm essentially just beating on it to see how long the stock bottom end lasts.
And how it's lasted a while.
Yeah, so it got to freshen up into 22.
Yep.
So just before
And who does all your work?
ESP,
Yep.
so Extreme Street Performance.
Yep.
Hit them up.
Where are they?
Queanbeyan,
Yep.
Canberra.
Canberra, yep.
By far, I told you earlier, I've had this workshop at like CV,
Yep.
Tune House, other performance shops in Canberra, and they're the best.
Sure.
Hands down.
Just
The
customer service. everything
customer
they do.
service, keep you updated.
Yep.
They tell you price and it's the price. And then the workmanship is through the roof.
Yep.
So I don't know if you want to put it in.
Yep.
But when my mate comes with his clubby, you can see
Yep.
the turbo.
Yeah, sure.
There's handmade manifolds.
Well, there's going to be a
and
few. There's going to be a few videos
cars,
from
few
the staff.
videos.
Yeah, a few videos. Yep.
Yep.
We're talking about off camera about the shitty experiences you have with some shops and
Yeah.
how you get bitten in the ass by,
Yep.
let's say, what are the lies and the misconceptions. But these guys have been pretty good.
They don't tell porcupines. It's
Yep.
just,
Yep.
it is what it is. They'll tell you straight up.
Yep.
Well, I first fell in love with them because, like, I've known them for ages, but literally before Drag Challenge in 22,
Yep.
it was after Power Cruise, and it had a knock in it, and I thought it was the flex plate.
Yep.
Pretty common. I had to drop it off to someone needed Haltech so I could do flex fuel.
Yep.
I said, while you're there, can you check the flex plate?
Yep.
They've pulled it out and they've said, your crank's fucked because of the flex plate. So they
That's a pretty known thing in those, hey.
coming loose, yeah.
Yeah,
So, but now, the boys, this is how good they are. They've got their own way of doing it. 2 years now with
Yep.
limiter bashing,
Yep.
and it's not come loose.
Mint.
Touch wood.
Perfect. Yeah, literally. Yeah. And that's the thing, there always comes a limit to how much abuse they can take. But
Yeah.
And you, maintenance-wise, you stay on top of it?
Yeah, just service it,
Yep.
change oils,
Yep.
get it checked over.
And how often would you do that? After every sort of outing or?
Most of the time,
Yep.
every outing. So when I was in Queensland, the ESP boys checked it before I went up.
Yep.
And then I took it to LS Motorsport,
Yep.
a mate. And
on the Goldie?
yeah.
Yep.
So this is the Queensland car scene.
Yep.
I'd never met him before. He's friends with my mate Ronnie,
Yep.
C-Puppy. Takes me, introduces me, and
Yep.
then we're fucking mates now. He's like, yeah, bring it in, put the car in
I
the
love
hoist,
that.
looks over it,
Yep.
changes the oil, like does all that.
I found
and
that-
now we're good mates.
I found a pattern with everyone I've spoke to is everyone that's in the good people in the car scene,
Yep.
everyone will give you the shirt off their back to help you out. Or if you're
Fucking
a good
oath.
motherfucker in the car scene,
Yep.
man, everyone will go out of their way to make sure that if you're coming up, man, whatever you need, this and
Yep.
that, come to my shop, blah, blah, blah. That's
Yep.
just like a thing.
Like literally when I come up, because I've now got heaps of mates up there now, everyone's like, oh, do you need someone to stay?
Perfect.
What are you doing? You want to stay here, want to do this?
Perfect.
Yeah.
And that's what it should be about, man.
Yeah, bloody earth.
100%.
So same as summer nats.
Yep.
Like all my mates from up there that are coming down,
Yep.
they all just come and we'll camp here.
I'm actually pretty keen, eh? I've booked tickets. It's happening. There's we got an apartment or a house. A few waters are going to go down, I reckon. Hey.
Yeah. Plenty of water to be had.
Plenty of water.
Got to stay hydrated.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be
Canberra's hot.
Yeah, it's that time of year.
Yeah.
Santa, does he come here or does he stay away?
He comes here. Yeah.
Does he go, fuck, not Christmas time, or what does he do?
No, he comes. He drops some things off here and there.
The delivery man.
As long as he's not Indian, Ellie won't bother him.
So tell him the story. You've got a really good dog.
Yeah, I've got Eleanor, her name is.
Yep.
Obviously named after Gone in 60 Seconds.
The nicest car.
Come on.
Yep. See if we can get her on camera.
What are you doing?
The most beautiful looking dog.
Come here. Oh, you don't love me. Rude. Anyway, yeah, so she's soft and timid and placid and move your toe. But she doesn't like Indian delivery drivers.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yep. But what do they reckon the dogs sense? So
I think they sense fear as well.
Sure.
Because they're just afraid of her. I was going in somewhere and the security guard come up. Oh, it was an Italian. I work at the Italian embassy.
Yep.
And I drove in and the security guard came up because he didn't know what I was doing.
Yep.
And I had the windows down and she poked her head up and he shat himself. Yeah.
People get scared. They think, those types of dogs they're vicious. It's like they've got a good temperament, but
yeah. How I like to put it, and I've said it to this lady once when I was at a cafe, because she patted her and she's like, oh, she's beautiful. What is she? I said, oh, she's a pit bull.
Yeah.
And she freaked out. She's like, oh, aren't they the vicious ones that like attack people? Yeah. And I said, no.
Now, brother, let's talk about this Mustang up here.
Yep.
What's the go?
2020 R-Spec Mustang, factory supercharged, 500, number 66. That's why.
Of how many?
500.
500, yeah, copy that. Now, you've done a fucking burnout on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's video of that?
Oh, on the hoist?
Yeah.
In the ute, not the Mustang.
It wasn't the Mustang?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah, copy that.
No, it was only the ute. I've done...
Dylan's had a few. Let's see if we can get him up.
I'll send you. I've done donuts and burnouts in the Mustang.
Yeah. Why the appeal with the new Mustang?
I didn't like them to begin with that much, and then I had a Ranger, took it in to get serviced. Long story short, they balls the service up. I wrote a big white Karen email to them saying this is ridiculous. Then they said, bring it back in, we'll service it again free charge. So I just said, all right, I'm thinking of getting a Mustang. I was lying. Can I have one for the day as a loan car?
Yeah.
They gave me one.
How many hoops did you do?
None, but I did a few burnouts.
Yeah. Do they actually drive straight? You know how they actually do?
Yeah.
Because you see all these motherfuckers online and they're always binning them and crashing
them.
in corners.
Retarded. And because they're a pretty cheap, affordable, especially in America, cheap, affordable sports car.
Yeah. And that car
anyone without, half a brain cell can buy them.
Yeah, sure.
So I drove one.
You can't buy talent.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can buy a new car, but you can't buy talent. I drove the new one. It was an auto, had a digital dash and all that. Sounded amazing, went well. I was like, fuck, I want one.
Yeah.
But I don't want a normal one.
Sure.
So then I went looking for R-Specs.
Why not? And now you got one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So it was good.
Yep.
I love it. It's a collaboration with
Well, you can call it whatever you want.
Wow.
Make the word up.
With Rob Herod in Melbourne and Ford.
Yep.
So
Herod
it's
Performance.
Yeah, Herod Performance.
Yep.
It's a factory Ford car
Yep.
that Herod have tinkered with
Yep.
on the old Ford production line.
Sure.
That's why it comes with 5 years unlimited K warranty.
Yeah, right, wow.
And 700 horsepower.
That's sick. That's plenty for a street car.
It goes well. On the roll, it goes
Yep.
goes well.
blaze them at a speed?
It can.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it comes with PS4Ss.
Yep.
So, like, once they're warm, they're sticky.
Yeah, perfect.
I took it roll racing once, but
Is there much roll racing down here?
Sydney.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's
Which
it.
is
Which is shit, because unless you're like 2,000 horsepower, there's...
all-wheel drive,
Yeah.
GDR or
Yeah.
Lambo. Yeah.
I did that Clay Wong fuckers thing the other week.
Yep.
And that was a bit of a disappointment how much he hyped it up.
Sure.
But
you got to hype it up.
got to do drag racing and got to do roll racing on the drag strip, and that was good.
Yep.
In
I
the
think Australia needs more of that because I think it'll bring the gap between all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive
Yeah.
powered cars, because if there's more grip, the rear-wheel drive cars can put more power in straight away.
Yeah.
I think it'll bring the ballpark back.
Yeah, definitely.
We
Because then
need
at
to do
least you're
more
on a
of
prep track,
100%.
and then you can grip and go.
The only shitty thing is, I guess, if there's no cars that detect and these Lambos are doing 260, 300 k's an hour with no chute,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be stopping from that speed. No way.
I think you still have to get teched for the roll racing.
I know
there.
the GDR festival one, there were guys
went to
going
that.
way too fast that were being told,
Yeah,
cut
a few
it.
people got kicked out because they went
Yeah.
way too fast.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
but that was shit.
I guess it's going to happen, but isn't it?
No, I went to that and it was shit.
Oh, yeah, I did hear that. I didn't want to badmouth it, but I guess it's their first time, so
Well, yeah, so-
hopefully it grows.
Sorry, I talked to the boys from Motive.
Yep.
I've done a few other things. I did Cootamundra as well.
Yep.
And all that. So I've talked to them a bit, and I just said, I was like, this is ridiculous. So I
Yep.
got here on time, took an hour and a half.
Because there was a lot of
Took an hour and a half to
delay.
actually do one race.
Yep.
So I got one race in the night, and it was you weren't allowed to warm tyres up.
Yeah.
They essentially came back and said, look, it's the first time the track's done roll racing.
Yeah.
So obviously a lot of things to work out.
I quite like the idea of Sydney because you can roll through the tunnel,
Yeah.
go straight out, hit it.
Yeah, so that's with the Clay Wong's one. It was weird. The first roll racing I did was against my mate Fonzie in his MR2, and we talked about it, so it was good. We knew what we're doing. We knew we
Yep.
both had to match pace.
Yep.
But we just kept rolling. We were waiting for the lights to turn green.
Yep.
We didn't realize, we thought it was going to be like when you get near the tree.
Yep.
But no, it was like once you're past the 60 foot,
Oh.
then it turned green for you to
Oh.
go. I think it's so. It actually makes more sense for me because then you're doing roughly a similar speed by the end of the quarter.
Right.
So you're doing like, because you're meant to be doing 70 to 90 by that mark and then punch it. That way
Okay.
you're still doing
Yeah,
130,
yeah.
140 mile an hour by the end.
Because the track's shorter, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That makes good sense. But I wonder what the insurance would be on that.
I don't know. It'd be interesting.
And that's the only fuck thing about events is I feel like insurances just keep going up and up and up and up. And that's the only negative I think why people still always do the street is because they don't care. You don't have to pay that.
Unless your talent runs out.
Yeah. Now, brother, 3 cars. If you had a race car, a daily, and a fuck you car, what would they be, man?
A daily?
Anything.
A daily would probably be a new 150 Raptor R.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yep. And there was one at, I think it was Power Cruise or Prodigy. There was a Raptor R up there. I saw one.
Yeah, wouldn't have been at my day. I didn't come
Yeah.
into that. Yep.
Yeah, so it must have been Power Cruise last.
Yep.
And
Yep.
oh,
Tough, eh?
well, there's only like 3 or 4 in Australia, so they're rarer than anything. I loved it. So that would be the daily.
Yep. I'm pretty sure I saw one at roll racing once as well. It might have probably even been the same one.
It was going out of the track at Power Cruise.
Yeah, right.
It was going out, yeah,
cool.
like a dark grey one.
Yep.
So that'd be a daily, something cool, fast still. What else? Race car, do you say?
Yep, race car, yep. Any type of race car. It can be whatever you want.
I don't know. Maybe like a 2005 Ford GT from America.
Yep, sure.
The GT40
yeah,
ones?
yeah. Like the genuine old school ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So they look like the old ones, but they're
The newer
The
style.
newer style.
Yeah.
Come with the 5.4
Yep.
blown
Yep, that'd be sick twin turbo.
manual, twin turbo. That's the world's fastest car, is one of them.
Yeah, right. That's
John Bowmanhire or something like that.
Okay.
Anyway, in America, 310 miles an hour.
Jesus.
Still the factory 5.4
Wow.
modular style.
Those Coyotes are just badass, hey?
Well, that's the old school modular one. That's not a Coyote.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Wow. They're doing some cool shit like that Snot Rocket 2.
Yeah.
Or 3.0 now, man. Like to do
I thought he'd
6.0.
gone to LS.
Yeah, see, that's the argument. I don't
Because he
know.
sold it to someone,
Yes,
didn't he?
yeah. But is that still the Coyote car, the engine in that thing, or has he actually gone to an ace-built LS?
Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah,
thought
see,
he'd gone LS.
Yeah, see, it still, to me, it still sounds like a Coyote.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. But I definitely know Ace race engines at Stefan over in America. He was building one for it.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't know if he's changed
Building
or not.
an LS for it.
Yeah, like a billet deal.
Yeah,
Like,
wow.
I remember when they announced it, I was like, oh, fuck. Because I chatted to him a little bit online. Really, really nice dude when I was having problems with my LS. Asked a whole bunch of questions and got him to help and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, he's like, the wealth of knowledge he had on LSs is crazy.
Yeah, awesome.
So he'd be, a guy in America, he'd have to be the only person to get an LS built off.
Yeah, right.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Now the
But
fuck
how
you
good's that?
car.
You talk to fucking guys in America. Like, that's the
And
car
they give
scene.
you the
How
time
good's
of
the car
day.
scene, yeah.
They give you the time of day. Like if you could genuine person and you got a question, man, he was more than happy to help out, man. Blown away with some of the things that were going on, but anyway, that's a whole other topic we won't go into in this episode. But there might be an episode coming with what's going on there, that's for sure. But the fuck you car,
Bugatti Chiron Supersport.
brother. I said the same thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it has to be.
Have you seen the Australian billionaire Koali
Nah.
in Perth?
Nah.
He's got one. So
Yeah.
do you watch Carwell?
Not really. No.
So they've got he lent them his one because it
Yep.
was over there. It
Yep.
wasn't here yet.
Yep.
That's the perfect spec. Like it's
Sure.
all black with orange highlights, orange interior.
Yep.
Yeah, the Super Sport.
Yeah.
Chiron.
Yeah.
Oof.
And what do you do in your spare time, brother?
Cars.
Yep.
Getting back into the gym after I had a back injury.
Nice. What happened?
I fell down the stairs.
Actually?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
And herniated my disc, the L5S1.
Yeah. Right. Very common.
Yeah. Like it was.
Painful.
I'll show you photos later. We can talk about it later.
Yep.
But I'll show you. It kind of. But before that, my fitness had dropped off anyway
Yeah,
because of
copy that.
business and.
Yeah. And
life.
your business, bro? Give it a plug. What is it?
No, I don't like to tell anyone.
No. You keep it secret.
Well, they can see it in films, but
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
Very busy by the looks of it.
busy, and I don't like residential, so
Sure.
don't contact me.
Yeah. Yes. Do not contact
Unless
this
you're
man.
government or your own commercial, then contact
But
me.
if you want to get some study
Electrical
tools
and
and merch, how the fuck do they find you?
I'm gonna have a link. I've got a guy that I've teamed up with now.
Yeah.
He's got a website and he does print demand shirts,
Perfect.
jumpers, hoodies,
Yes.
all that. Doesn't do stubby holders. They're gonna be just me whenever.
Yep.
I can pull my finger out, and I've got stickers and shit. So
Perfect.
yeah, but they're good.
Yeah.
They work.
So when they do come out, but we'll get a plug.
It'll be on Insta.
Yeah, perfect.
Fry22s or Fry Family TV.
Make sure you get on it. Yeah.
That's where most of my stuff's on Fry22s.
Yeah. A piece of advice, bro, you could give yourself 5 years ago. What would you give yourself?
Family is who you make it. You don't have to stick around or support them just because they're your blood. Yeah.
Very, very true. I fucking like that, man.
Yeah.
Is there an experience
So
there?
there's an old saying, blood is thicker than water, but that is not the full saying. I don't know if you know this.
Nah.
The full saying, and the real saying is, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. So the blood of your covenant of friends
Yep.
is thicker than the water of your womb.
Brother, that's a little bit deep.
Yeah, yeah, and it's
That was
if you-
almost as deep as that lady who got cut before in that fight.
Hey, the big gash.
Oh, shit, she's bleeding.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's,
cool. I like that.
I've now surrounded myself with friends that I call family, which
how-
is the part of the Fry family.
How long has it taken for you to get to that?
35 years.
Yeah.
35 years. Well, a little bit less because the last couple of years I've learnt, but yeah, trust yourself and your circle will show itself.
Yeah, 100%. I had I remember I used to hang out with some of the guys when I was really, really young. They'd all used to be older, and I remember this guy distinctly saying to me, he goes, "Man, I can count my mates on one hand." And I remember as a kid or as a young teenager, I was like, "Fuck, you're a loser, mate." Like that's what I was thinking. I was like, "Well, you only got a couple of mates." And then as I've gotten older, I'm like, he's got 5 of his best mates he can call 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and they'll pick up his phone. I'm like, man, that's so true now. And I remember that still to this day. I remember having a conversation about it. It's true.
Yeah, it's kind of like I've got a lot of friends now, interstate and all that because of cars.
Yep.
And a lot of them are good.
It's a car community.
Good mates,
Yep.
yeah. And distance doesn't matter.
Yep.
You surround yourself with these good guys, and you can pick them,
Yep.
call them, talk to them. You don't have to talk to them every day.
Yeah,
It's like every other
100%.
day.
Yep.
But they're the good ones where you catch up with them, and then it's like.
So you never
you've
were apart.
missed.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Brother, let's go for a walk around this car. Let's show the people what it's doing.
Let's have a gander.
Technical difficulties. All right, bro, let's start at the front.
Okay.
Yep.
You seen the duck hands? The alternator's not connected to the carbonator to the turbo. No. All right, so this is official spec from Drag Challenge because you can't have water go on the track.
Is that where you fill up the oil?
Water meth injection? No, I don't.
That's the indicator fluid? Or
That-
no?
that is.
That is, yeah, I thought
The
so.
Covenant one, everyone's been
Yep,
searching for
yep.
it.
That's rare.
Yeah.
Yep.
Specialised. G42 1200.
Yep.
6-boost manifold. Don't really rate them. The boys had to modify it.
Okay.
Because we're having boost control issues.
Sure.
Which I've heard is pretty common these days.
Okay.
BF F6 motor. Stock bottom end still. Did get freshened up, like I was saying before, Drag Challenge 22. Just with stock internals. But it's loving it. Plasma Man intake.
Yep.
Plasma Man fuel rail. Haltech. The best.
They are
Love
the
it.
best.
Oh, mate. I'm torn between Haltech, Turbo, or Turbo 400 as to what was the best mod that I've done to it.
Yep.
And then the big Plazzy intake,
Yep.
intercooler and all that. Catch can down here.
Yep.
Aircon delete.
Yes.
She is filthy at the moment, but this is Drag Challenge.
What, you didn't wash it for us? Now, talk to me, bro. What's the go with all the writing on the side? I feel like there's a story here.
All right, so this side especially, if you come around, has, I don't know if it'll show up, but it's got belt slap. So I popped some tyres at Summernats.
It will definitely show up. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Loves it.
Didn't mean to, popped a couple tyres at Summernats, and that was probably like 2 years ago. So it needs a respray.
Yep.
And I don't know, come up to Power Cruise, and I was kind of tired of looking at it
Yep.
without spraying it, and the whole tub's been a bit whacked recently. So I just thought, fuck it, I'll just put some permanent markers out and
Sure.
get the people interacting with it.
Yeah,
and
of course.
to be honest, took me by storm by how many people loved it.
100%, dude.
Like people were coming out of their way to come and sign it, which was
Definitely got a few
amazing. It was
signatures.
good.
I'm
People-
going to have to get my pen. I'm going to have to write something on it.
Yeah. You boys definitely both have to. I was already thinking that. Here's the damage from the hardcover.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
Little dingle. ESP boys sticker.
Yep. Give them a plug. There we
Yep.
go. Look at that ESP Racing.
Yeah. Extreme Street Performance.
Nice,
They've
yep.
got a lot of big cars, a lot of good guys. Can Fit Collective's a mate.
Yep.
He's a painter and audio.
Yep.
Auto elec.
Sure.
But they're very good in their. They want everyone in the car scene to collab and be good and help
Yep.
each other out.
Yep.
So
Cool.
love that. What else is there? GT seats.
Yep.
Don't ask how I
All
acquired
the good
them.
Stuff.
I like to say commandeered. We
Yep,
go
of
nautical.
course, Yep.
Turbo 400. Ours racing glides.
It even still smells like rubber in here too.
Yeah. I don't think you ever get.
Is that like the fragrance? Yeah.
If you could bottle it.
That's it.
What else? I don't know.
All the good stuff, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
20 Simmons.
Yep.
In the
Simmons
front,
bud?
22. Yeah, bud.
Yeah, bud Simmons.
Yeah, so I've had these since 2012, before they got
Before they were
super
popular.
used. Yeah, well, as they Aussie Tyres, is it? No,
Yes.
Tempe Tyres.
Tempe Tyres in Sydney.
It was like a year after they got the ownership rights.
Yeah, sure.
So no one really had them yet. The front aren't because I lost one, but the back are actual 3-piece.
Yes, lovely.
So 2012 cost me $6,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
They do look very nice on the back there, though.
Yeah, and that's
Now,
where I got
what's under the bum of it?
just a stock
Yeah,
stock
right,
X,
some-
stock
yeah.
XR8 diff.
Okay, yeah,
Yep.
no 9-inch, no sheet metal, nothing. Nah, cool. Yeah, and loves it.
Lowered on reset leafs from 2009.
Yep.
I bought them off a mate second hand.
Yeah, sick.
I had a full spool in an old F6 diff in it for a while, and then went to drag challenge, snapped an axle, finished drag challenge in 22 with a snapped axle, 1000 Ks.
Yep.
Put billets in it, snapped a billet axle, and then we were wondering something's obviously off, went to Power Cruise, snapped another axle.
Wow.
Obviously something's bent then,
Yep.
we figured. Swapped the whole diff out for an XR8, and that was 2.5 years ago.
Nice. And that is the axle. Oh, geez, look at that. Let's
original.
zoom in a little bit there.
Ready? Here's a trick, party trick.
So now you see it, now you don't. Wow. How good.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
All the member summer nuts.
And you're going to take this to Summer Nuts?
Every year.
Here's the puppy here. How cute. Hello.
Yeah. And then this is I
is
still haven't emptied it, so that's drag
Fresh
challenge.
out of drag challenge.
All the gear.
The party.
Yeah, take it to Summer Nuts every year.
Yep.
It's a joy because I live in Canberra. So
Yeah, perfect. No, make yourself at home,
You
bros.
already-
You can
you
jump in it now, bros.
you already
Jump in it.
bloody missed out. You already missed out on the camera work. You can't pay now. You missed out on the build.
Yeah. We're just showing up, and now one of the boys has rocked up.
Yeah, this is my
Pretty
mate
tough
Kieran,
build. Yep.
business partner as well.
Yep, lovely.
Mate, this guy, they've got like a 5-month-old baby, and still comes out
And
and parties.
cruising in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Still
so
comes out parties.
VY?
VY Series 1, LS1.
Yep.
Just had ESP turbo it.
Yep, beautiful.
So
nice,
wait till you check
nice.
it out. Made over 500 kilo.
Cool. Now, events, what are you doing in 2025, bro?
Summer Nuts in the start.
Yep.
Power Cruise Sydney,
Yep.
which is February, March.
Yep.
And then I'll do Queensland Power
Yep,
Cruise again,
yep.
which I was actually going to ask you, when are you doing it?
So
are you going to team it up so it's close again?
I have made dates. I have just found out that other events have now put on one day after mine.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try see if I can move the dates around. So leave that with me. I'm definitely going to do two. One will be in the cooler months. One is going to be towards the end of the year.
Yeah, because it worked out really well. Coming up
Yep.
for Power Cruise, staying an extra
Yep.
week to do Prodigy.
Yep. So mine was the Friday. Gups was going to put one, or has put one on the Saturday.
A day
May.
one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's going to do a one-day one on the Saturday. Mine was on the 9th. So obviously mine's not going to work if I'm doing mine the day before, with people wanting to obviously try to do both, or just his as well. So,
You don't reckon it'll work?
well, I don't know.
It'll
man.
work
Like,
for me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, look, I could do it, but I just know so many people would want to try to do both. I don't want to say compete, because we're obviously doing two different things. But
Yeah, yours is...
mine's different.
Prodigy was amazing, bro.
It was good, yeah.
A week after Power Cruise.
Yep.
But Power Cruise Queensland's way better than Power Cruise Sydney.
Sure.
But Power Cruise Queensland was awesome. They had to change it up to match everyone.
Yep.
But then coming to yours, it was awesome. Like just a lot, much more low key.
Yep.
And you're running it, like you said. And then what are we going to do? Oh, we're going to do a little bit of racing. Oh, no one's really racing. All right, let's just fucking send it.
Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing, is I like to have a capped amount of people on the track, so it gives people enough freedom to be able to play up
Yeah.
and not have to worry about sitting in the car park.
Yeah.
But yeah, there'll definitely be two. Dates might change. I was actually meant to have a conversation with the staff today, but I forgot to call them. So yeah, leave that with me.
Yeah,
But
cool.
Yeah, I'll have some announcements in the next couple of days.
Perfect.
Brother, anything else that we've missed that we need to cover?
Don't think so. Just come see us if you ever see us at an event. Come say hello.
You can't miss it. You cannot miss
The only brighter car is Jono in his PSI Hove bright pink ute.
it. Sure. Queensland car? What is it?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it
Barra.
stands out more. Yep.
I don't think I've seen it. I would have seen it.
Oh, it's been heaps of different colours. He
Yeah,
wraps it.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Well, man, next time you're up in Queensland, we'll have to organise something and maybe
Yeah.
maybe go for a few tacos somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Sounds good.
Cool, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you for
Love
coming
it,
on.
mate. Thank you very
awesome.
much.
That's another episode done. I'm here with the big man Dill, Fry22. Where do we find you?
Instagram, fry22s, Fry Family TV. YouTube, Fry Family TV.
Like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff. Help
All the
support
other
the
whiz-bang
man and help all
stuff.
the other channels grow.
Yep.
Easy. Thank you.
Peace.
All right, it's not the end. It's not the end. We're gonna have a look at this thing. Let's have a look.
Silver. Grey.
Green in it, eh? Yeah,
It does actually have a little
it's
bit
got
of
the right wheels on it.
Very good.
Yeah, bud.
But we're in this is in the Yearbud state, aren't we? Canberra's the Yearbud state.
Apparently so. Yeah.
That's
That's cool.
You're not cool unless you got earbuds.
Yeah, look at the stance on it. That looks nice, hey? Those wheels on
Like
the
obviously I'm
back.
a Ford guy, but
Yeah, you got to appreciate a nice car,
yeah,
though.
I love appreciating
yeah.
nice cars, and this is clean.
Yeah, nice. For all the Holder mans out there, yeah, Bud
Oh,
Simmons.
when did you get your turbo?
Manual.
I got it Monday. I only just put it on, literally. As I was guard.
Yep, I like it. That's tidy.
Yes, fucking flames!